Hi, and welcome to Sunday Night Live with Judy K. And tonight's date is January the 11th of 2026. We're starting the new year with the lives. And I have to apologize for taking 2 weeks off, but with the holidays and all, and it's been so many years I've been doing these lives. Thank you for understanding. And we'll definitely be back. We'll be here next week, Sunday, and everything. Now, who's we? We is John's down the hallway. And Andrew, he's at his other location, making all this go through on the internet for us. And hi, thank you so much. And thanks for joining in. I'm starting to see some comments now, which is nice. I do appreciate that. And so let's get through what's going on here. Now, as you regular viewers know, that if you want to win one of the three spots, that'll be available later on in here. You do have to write it. That Amy Daly just put hers. Card pull, please. That's what you basically have to type in the comments. So you won't get your hat won't your name won't get into the hat just by viewing. You do have to ask for it. Now remember the two things that's very important here. One, when I call the names in probably about 15 minutes, if that, you do have to be on here. Two, you cannot give your reading to someone else. It's just for you. Okay, so there's the rules. The 3 week rule. Hey, we've been off, so everybody's available. Oh, hi, Natalie. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Amanda Lee. How are you? Hi, Kay. Everybody's on here. I'm so glad to be back. Um, Please, 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 please don't think I was just disappearing on you. It's just, it was the holidays and we needed a break. Okay. And because all the running around. Now, the other thing is, you know what I thought to doing tonight? I thought I'd give you the subject now. I think that'd be interesting because that to stay on and see what the subject's going to be. And it's a cool subject. It really is. Excuse me. But usually the way I pick the subjects is either somebody asks me either by private message or emailing me a subject that they'd like me to talk about. Of course, it has to be one that's vast for everybody, nothing personal. But I had something, like I get strange things here at the house. Hey, I don't move into haunted houses. They get haunted once I move in. So this one, I'll give you the subject that I'm going to speak on later. When a deceased loved one does something drastic to get your attention. Okay, I'll tell you all about that later. So let's get back to this. Let's see, upcoming expos. The next expo I will be at will be in Edison, New Jersey, at the New Jersey Convention Center. Starts Friday, March the 27th, goes on to March the 29th. If you want to pre-book your spot so you have one when you walk in, you can do that, but you have to realize I'm not going to take them this early. Okay, now if you'd like to have a private reading from me, now I do tarot cards on here, and I've been reading tarot since 1969, 1970. But I'm a psychic medium. So if you'd like a psychic medium reading or a tarot card reading or a healing, because I am a Reiki master, and I also do ancient Egyptian healing. Very interesting, very good for you. And I also do past life regressions. All you have to do. Oh, Andrew. Okay, we have the websitey stuff up here. Go to my website, or you can call me at the number, and then you can contact me and let me. And then if you go to the contact, you can put everything you want in there, and I can reply to you that way. It's quicker, but you can always call me. All right. Hey, Melissa Steele. Hey, Chris. How are you? How are you? Hi, Jamie and Luke, Lydia. Hello. Okay. Hi, Jamie. All right. So let's get back to this. So you have that. Oh, and private parties. I forgot this. I do private parties in most areas. Okay. What you can do is call pricing for that. Is it on the website? Because it depends on where you are. Some locations I don't go to, and things like that. Like I don't go to like inner city Philadelphia. I mean, at my age, I need an easy park. I'm a Jersey girl. You park right in front. I go to Pennsylvania too, though. All right, and gift certificates are available. They went crazy during the holiday season. Oh, here's this week's prayer list before we do the subject. Hi, Jody. All right, here they are. Jen Sanchez, that you all know and love. She's been on this live for years. She's battling diverticulitis, and you know how painful and nasty that can be. So please put her on your prayer list. Nita Champion, who's having heart issues. Haley Bass, Andrew's sister. She's in the rehab facility now. Please pray for her. Marianne Corby, Michael Rosano, Carmen Tumaine, Sandy Coster, Tara Chaffee, Debbie Mazur, who has been unresponsive since June, Tim Merrick, and Dee Gusha. Please keep them all in your prayers. All right, so now we're going to do this week's subject. And after the subject, we'll do the tarot card pull. After the tarot card pull, I do the healing. All right. All right, so as I said, hello, Marianne. I think I got pretty much everybody. If I missed your name, it's because the feed sometimes goes too fast for me. When a deceased loved one does something drastic to get your attention, and I'm sure, and you might not have known, but you might have suspected that something happened in your home or maybe where you work or things like that. Hey, Jen, we just put you on the prayer list. Okay. So then you might have something that you think, how the heck did that happen? So the other day, I was doing stuff here in the house, and I have two cell phones. I have my business one, and I have a personal one, and I nicely put them on the kitchen counter. Now, when I put something on the kitchen counter, it's not on the edge. I go in the living room, and probably about 10 minutes passes by, and all of a sudden, both of my phones, because I hear this big bang, like something fell on the floor. So I walk in to the kitchen, and both of my cell phones, okay, wound up on the middle of the kitchen floor, and it came with a big bang. So you all know the laws of gravity. If it fell off the kitchen counter, it's going to go straight down. It didn't. It went about 2 feet out before it went down. Now you could say, well, maybe it was Gracie the dog. Well, Gracie the dog can't get up on anything, so it wasn't her. This was a deceased person. So I'm in there. It's like, okay, who's in here? But they kind of dodged giving me that answer. And I thought, okay, I know what it was. Why would they do that? Let's think about it. What is your opinion on why a deceased loved one would do that? All right, you can put it in the comments if you want. But truthfully, why they do that is to give you a heads up. What they're telling you there is heads up, watch out. Now, it doesn't have to mean something really dangerous. It just says really pay attention here. Does it have anything to do with my phones? No, it didn't have to be something that concerned my phones, but they used it because they had to make it where it would definitely get my attention. Now, I'm going to tell you something that happened, oh my gosh, back in the 60s. And I was little. And it was in a house. It was my mother's side of the family. And the person who owned the house was very gifted. But we weren't sitting there doing things like this or anything. We're just sitting talking. And my brother was in the house. My brother, he might have been able to start driving. And he's 9 years. So you figure I might have been 5. So he might have been maybe 16, 17. All of a sudden, this major mirror, it's on the wall, major mirror. You know the old-fashioned ones back in the 60s. I have one in this house too. I love it. But actually, it fell, and it fell on him. When he's sitting on the sofa, it just went boom. It shocked everybody in the room. The mirror had been up there. The mirror didn't have any problems. Now you could say, okay, well, something was loose. No, that was a message. Now, I'm not going to go into describing what the answer was, but notice how if there's something big, and it doesn't have to mean big like the mirror, it could be as small as your cell phones. If they do it's a warning. Just be careful. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, you could pray on it doesn't happen, but just be careful. So what happened after the cell phones fell? It took 2 days. Might have been 3. 2 to 3 days. Let's be on the safe side. 2 to 3 days. And I got my answer. Okay? And all it was is just be careful. Was it something It was an important thing, but they just said be careful, and it was fine. So don't panic when these things happen. Mostly, what you really should do is say, "Thank you for letting me know." Let's practice that for a minute. Thank you for letting me know. And that's all it is. When my mother passed, she made lots of noises in her house. Okay, when they go in there. In fact, the one guy doing the heating and air conditioning system said, if my mother, he said to John, he says, if your mother in law does one more thing in this house, he said, you'll see me running down the street. I'm not even going to take a minute to get in my truck. All right. So a lot of things you have to love them and laugh them. So say thank you. And what would it do when that happens? I would keep the car doors locked. I'd make sure the house was locked. Make sure your pets don't get out. They can go out, but I mean, like an escape artist type thing. Just do that. Just be relaxed with it, because if they knew enough to tell you about it, they know enough to help you take care of it. All right, so they're doing stuff from their side. Now I hope that helped everyone here today. And just relax. Okay, I know Jen Sanchez. Oh, Maria. Oh, she's got the flu. That stuff's going around. It's horrible. It's a shame. Tell the baby well, she's not that much of a baby anymore, but tell her I said I hope she feels better. So let's get to the tarot card reading. And after I said, so let's see. Let me check my phone. Oh, I need this piece of paper, because I get so confused when I do this. All right, let's see who won tonight. Chris Scales, you're a winner. Okay. Amanda Lee, you're a winner. And Jamie, oh, I'm so going to screw this up, sweetie. Frolich. I think I might have done it. Okay, Frolich. I know. Okay, you're three of the winners for tonight. Now, Chris Scales, Amanda Lee, and Jamie Frolich, let me know if you want general, health, um, romance, or if you want finances, career. Let me know what you want and put it out here so I can start. Remember, if you don't answer, you don't get a reading. And then, all right, so let's get in here if you could get here. Oh, hey, Karen, how are you? All right, this is who I need. Chris Scales, please answer on the comments what you want. Amanda Lee, same thing. Please put it in the comments what you want. Everybody over here is probably from the area. And if you were watching football today, the Eagles they just lost a big game. Oh, Chris wants career. All right. And Amanda Lee wants general. And all we need is Jamie. We need you to answer, or you lose your spot. So, but I'm going to start anyway. So here we go. I hope you had a better Sunday than the Eagles did. Oh, and don't forget, if you can, on my YouTube channel, and I keep saying I'm going to start something new, but life gets busy and everything. When life gets busy, business gets busy. So could you please like it and subscribe to it if you can? That would make a big help for me from what I'm planning. Okay, if you can't, that's fine, but if you do, remember, it's Judy K Psychic Medium Official, and it's down the bottom. Thank you, Andrew. Isn't Andrew great doing all this stuff? He really is. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, we're going to do it that way. So, have we heard from Jamie? I don't think so. All right. If anybody does, just let me know. Okay. I'm going to get on. Okay, Amanda Lee. Amanda Lee, Spirit says this is yours. Oh, Amanda, Spirit had me pull two cards. I thought I pulled one, but it was two together. So that was nice of Spirit. They're saying, Amanda, you're doing everything right. They really are. They come off in the beginning complimenting on you, how strong you are. And when they're saying how strong you are, they're actually using the strength card in the major arcana, which means it's not like you've been dragging a heavy load and you've been strong. No, this is just you just get yourself up and you're strong. They said everything's fine. They're saying everything's going good. Stop questioning, though, what's coming on next. So they're saying right now you're in a good path when it comes to things around you. It can be it has to do with prosperity, but the prosperity doesn't have to do with money here. Okay. So what it means is don't look back and think, oh, am I doing everything right or that? No, Spirit's saying stop doing that. Let things just accumulate good for you on the same level. Okay. Just don't look back and go, oh no. All right. That's what Spirit said. Now you can think, oh, that's a weird reading, but it's not, because if you have negative ideas and negativity, it brings negativity to you. When you have positivity, it brings positive things to you. And that's basically what you got in your reading. Stay positive and don't look back. All right. Don't look back, forward, upward, and onward. All right. So now we're going to do Chris scales. Everybody's trying to get extra on it. Wait a minute. I got to ask Spirit here if they want. Okay, you wanted these. You want okay? Wanted that. They want that one there. Okay, hold on, and I'm gonna do one more because they got a little cray. All right. Okay. What Spirit has for you? First thing they have is the tower. The tower, and the tower is things changing around you. But you have to realize people think of the tower card, and the tower card, if you look at the old-fashioned tower cards, it can look depressing, but it's not, because you have to break things down to get things up. All right. So there you are. They're telling you to keep things to yourself, but start looking about moving. That's what they're saying. Looking about moving, realize you are free. Okay. Realize you're free. It's not foolishness. Things are breaking down, move on a bit, and do it lighthearted. Okay? All right. And that's your reading for tonight. And we haven't heard from Jamie, and unfortunately, her name was picked. So we don't replace her with somebody else, but we'll be moving on now to the healing. And anyway, I'm glad to have you here. Now, remember, if you want to receive the healing, palms up. If you just want to look and because you're not ready, palms down. All right. Now, will the healing do physical healing? Yes, but it also does emotional healing, and it also puts you in the right mindset. So gets used in many different ways. If Spirit shows me something that I'm supposed to call out, it doesn't mean that I'm just fixing the person that I'm calling out. They're still sending healings to everyone else. All right. Also realize that you can watch this on Facebook, but it's actually more available for a longer period of time on YouTube. You can still, a week and a half from now, if you just need the healing, you fast forward, take the healing, and then shut it down. You don't have to watch the whole thing, and you'll get that healing. Okay. All right. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for joining us. All right, here we go. So sit back in your chair, your feet flat on the floor. Relax the breathing. Just relax it. And breathe in through the nose and release it out of your mouth. Spirit has me doing that awful fast tonight, but that's the way it's going. So go ahead. If you're doing fast like me, that's fine. If you don't worry about it. Inhale through the nose and release. There you go. All right. Keep your eyes closed if you can. If you can't, that's fine. Okay. What Spirit's showing me, they're showing me, and I don't know who this is for, but they're showing me somebody taking a piece of paper up and they crumbled it in their hand and they're like tossing it. And they're telling you not to do that, that your ideas are on that page and you have to work with it. Don't crunch and get rid of. Unfold it or go back to it, and because that your feelings are on that paper. So you have to realize if this is like a work or a relation issue, it could be something that you're texting. It could also mean something that you have on your computer. They just show it to me sometimes in the old-fashioned way, which is a piece of, and it could be on a piece of paper, but that's what they're showing me. Spirit's saying this time, this area of time, okay, they're talking about this area of time. This is not just one person. They're saying this area of time, people are going to get like they called it weeble wobbly. and not thinking correctly. Don't get weeble wobbly. Don't make any fast and don't break anything off fast. They're saying don't be weeble wobbly. Stay on. You know, with astrology, different things come in and different planets are in different places that change things. But what we have to do is go for a semblance. Don't fall into the trap. Have a semblance. And that's what they're telling you now. And now I'm doing general healing for everyone, an extra healing for the people on our list. And inhale through the nose and blow it out. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate it. And I will be here, and Andrew will be here, and John will be here next Sunday. And thanks for being patient while we took a little sabbatical. Alrighty, take care and bye for now. And enjoy your January because as things have been going this past few months, everything goes so fast. All right, thanks to everybody for joining in. Okay, see you next week.